You've seen the title, you've clicked on the video, you know what this is. I have been buying some books and I thought that I could share them with you. I have 8 books and I've already read a couple of them, so if you are interested when I mention them, just let me know and I can do a little review of them if you want to. But let's just get into the books. The first one is Lapvona, I don't know how to pronounce this, which I actually have mentioned before because it is one of the books that I want to read in 2025. I don't know much about this book. I know that it is set in the medieval ages and that a boy that has suffered a loss now seems to be in the middle of a power struggle. I have no idea what direction this is going to, but into it. Interested. I will read it soon. Let me know if you want to see a reading vlog for this one because I feel like it can go weird and it might be interesting to see thoughts on a weird book. Speaking of weird books, I love them. They're some of my favorite books. They are the weird, quirky, strange. And this is, the next one is The Ticking Heart by Andrew Kaufman. I love Andrew Kaufman's books. I have read a few of them, absolutely adore them. If you want recommendations for weird books, I can do a whole different video. Let me know if you want to see that. But I can do a whole different video just recommending you strange, quirky, odd books that are so satisfying. And I feel like this is gonna go that way because his writing is usually like that. His stories are usually those stories that I love. And The Ticking Heart is about a man who somehow finds himself having to do a job, but in order to do that job he's being blackmailed and they've put a bomb instead of his heart or something like that, and now he's being threatened. He has a limited time to get this job done, or you know, it's a ticking heart. It sounds strange, it sounds odd. I am very much into it. The next one, I have already read it and there is a reading vlog that you can watch. It is Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. I love this book. This was, honestly, I think this is really good for a rainy day. Just sitting down with a cup of tea. You can read it in a couple of hours, to be honest. It is a slice of life of the days leading up to Christmas on a small town in Ireland in the 80s, and it's just very beautiful. It's just a snippet in time, captured perfectly. Yeah, I loved it, so highly recommend this. If you want to read it, go for it. Let me know if you have read this and if you agree with me. The next one is a spin-off. It's the first book in a spin-off series of a series that I have already read, loved, and I am going to be rereading this year, and that is The Fragile Threads of Power. And this is a spin-off of A Darker Shade of Magic by Victoria Schwab. Love Victoria Schwab. I think she's great. She's fantastic. The reflection, sorry. This book is fairly big. The font is really small. What is up with this trend of just doing tiny font? What is happening? Although I'm not gonna complain because that means there's a lot of writing by V. Schwab. And I love it. I love the way she writes and her stories, so very, very happy with that. Like I said, this is a spin-off from that series, so nothing to say about this because I don't want to spoil anything. The next one is actually a little bit of a different type of book, and then the reading books will continue after this one, but this is the Illustrator's Guide. I mainly got this because I saw a video podcast here by Tom Froese, and he was recommending this book. He was having a chat with the author James Hughes, and they were talking about illustration, and illustration is what I want to do. It's what I want my work to go towards, half of it actually. I mean, there's many things I want to do, but one of the things is illustration as a job. And yeah, I got really intrigued by the book and they seem great. Yeah, so I just bought it, read it, and I should start this really, really soon. It's more of a homework book, not a reading book, so yeah. Let's continue with the normal reading. The next one I have also already read and loved. It is The Humans by Haig. I didn't do a reading vlog for this, but let me know if you want to see a review of this. I love this, I really do. I mean, I guess I can do a review right now. I really like this. I have read Haig before and really like his books, and this is something that I have been meaning to pick up for quite a while, and I'm very happy I did. This is about a man who sort of gains consciousness of himself in the middle of the road, somehow naked, I think it was at the beginning. And everything around him seems just alien, like he's not one of the humans, and I don't know, it's fascinating. I really liked it, so I recommend it. If you like weird, strange books that have a sort of way of making you think about the little things, yeah. There's 2 books. I want to leave the popular one for the last one. Yes. The next one that I got is Almond, and I got this because I saw someone recommended this and they said, this is heartbreak. This is heartbreak in a book. And I kind of want to read it. I've been craving that little bit of heartbreak in a book for a little bit, so I picked this up. And this is about a boy who is actually born with a brain condition where he doesn't really feel things or have many emotions. He doesn't feel emotions like fear or anger. I don't know, it sounds interesting, and after a loss, how is he gonna deal with that? Yeah, I'm interested to see where this story goes. I feel like I'm slowly losing my voice, but the good thing is I have 1 book left, and then I can just not talk for the rest of the day. I hope I'm not getting a cold. Fingers crossed. The last book is very popular here, and I did read it because of, not read it, but buy it because of pressure here. Not pressure, I mean, it sounds interesting. It is Dark Academia, it is popular in BookTube, so for me, it's probably a 4 or 5 star already. Haven't read it yet, I will. It's If We Were Villains. I feel like this book had its moment here, like really, really hyped up moment here. I did it, I bought it, I will read it and let you know. I'm really into Dark Academia right now, so I feel like this is gonna go really well, hopefully. For what I've heard, this is a Dark Academia with a little bit of a mystery or thriller vibe. I don't know, into it, definitely, since I bought it. Yeah, those are all the books that I have bought. If you've made it this far, just leave me a stack of books or a book emoji. And just if you don't want to leave a comment or say anything, you can just leave that, and yeah, I'll know you've made it here. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.